Good morning, everybody. Just like the mug says. My name is Michael at Filmboy24. Today, we're all going to enjoy found film number 30. And this is a cameraman sound film box set film. Yep, it's got sound. Found film numero 30. And by the way, did you notice that in the intro? Let me see if I can, settle down. Haul it up here. Good morning. Custom made. A little birthday gift from my wife to me. I don't know if you can read that or not, but I just love it. It's a great little coffee bowl. Settle down. So we're on found film number 30, and I believe this is found film number 11 in our designated Cameraman Mike's sound film box set playlist. So if you're not familiar with what all of that garble means, some months ago, I don't know how many, quite a few, I bought a whole bunch of film. Most of it is still in this green lidded box right here from an eBay seller named Cameraman Mike. Now, he gave me a really good deal on the film, so I told him I'd mention his eBay screen name from time to time. And he's got a great little eBay business going. He sells a lot of, film stuff and some eclectic mix of all kinds of things. So check him out if you're perusing eBay at some point. But anyway, I bought a whole bunch of film, like 56 rolls, I believe, in total. And the majority of them were sound film, and all of them were previously exposed. Now, like I say, this is roll number 11 out of the large batch. And it's sort of a milestone roll because it's the last cartridge of film that wasn't inside a box. I should say it's the last Ektachrome cartridge of sound film that wasn't in a box. And I'll show you what I mean. This right here is all of the film that I bought from him. And as you can see, most of the rest of them, and I say most because there is some Kodachrome in the bottom, they're all in boxes. Now, barring any sort of misplacement of the cartridge in a box, because they're all open, they're all already been exposed, but barring any misplacement of the cartridge back into its original box, we should be able to know just by looking at the side of the box now, and we'll do them in more of an order. So we'll know kind of when the film expired, like for example, this box in the back here, November of 1978. So we'll start with the oldest and move all the way up to the newest. Now, I can't remember how new it actually gets, but we might be able to, we got 1980s and 88, it might be 88 is our newest of this film here. Expires 88, so probably shot sometime in the 86, 87 era. And then we do have, and by the way, that's, let's see, 26 rolls of the Ektachrome left. And then down here we have 18 rolls of Kodachrome. Now, most of it, 11 rolls of it are sound, and this is all exposed as well. They're all sound film, and if you followed me and my channel, you know that I'm not a huge fan of Kodachrome. I was in the 80s and 90s, but not anymore. So we'll do our best to get an image out of some of this Kodachrome, but we'll do that last. And the expiration dates are on par kind of with, what we've been doing with the Ektachrome, 83, 78. Yeah, so it's hit and miss. So let me put all this film away and we'll get to what we're doing today. Okay, got that put away. So like I was saying in the intro, it's sound film. That means there's a sound stripe along the edge of the film. There's actually one on both edges, but the main sound stripe, it's a bit thicker. The other one was meant to sort of balance out the stacking ability of the film in its roll. So, and people would use sound cameras and they would record their images on this film, and they would also get audio. Now, like I said, we have 10 of these already in the playlist for Cameraman Mike, and you know that we do get halfway decent audio out of these. Now, we've done film from the early 70s all the way up through the late 80s from this batch. And the newer stuff, newer as in late 80s or early 90s, I can't remember, that stuff comes out way better than most of this old stuff. And I know this is an old roll because it has the sort of the blue rectangle there on the front. Based on the edge code, I do now know exactly when this particular roll of film was manufactured. The edge code is a circle and a circle. That means, per Kodak's very own reference website, that this particular roll of film was manufactured in 1979. That tells me that this was probably shot in 79 or 80. Because for the most part, people did shoot their film when they bought it. I know I did, and I know a lot of people did. It wasn't that common, like it is today, to buy film and just sit on it. I have tons and tons of expired film. You guys know that. If you've watched my channel, you know I have thousands of feet of expired film that I just sort of shoot when I want. So anyway, what I did is I processed this in HC110B. That's a Kodak formula. It's a chemical. It's not, I don't know if it's a Kodak formula, but it's their HC110 is a Kodak developer. And you dilute it, 31 parts water to 1 part HC110. That's my formula. I do it for 7 minutes at about 68 degrees Fahrenheit. I then rinse it. I fix it for about 7 minutes. I hang it to dry, and then we have it. Now, I scan this film on my Movie Stuff Retro Scan Universal Mark I unit. I do have the Mark II unit on order, so hopefully we'll see that within the next couple months. I processed this film in a Lomo UPB1A processing tank. If you want to learn how to process your very own film, I'll put a link to how to extract film from one of these Super 8 cartridges, and just how to load it up in one of those Lomo tanks. It's really not that hard. You just gotta practice, and then mess up and practice some more. Okay, so let me show you a little montage real quick of exactly how I do this process. It's only a minute long. If you don't want to watch it, just tap through it. Dang it. But if you do want to watch it, here it is. And that's how it is done. I do use photo flow now. I don't use dish soap, but you can still if you want. Just want to mention really quick, this is going to be the next found film. I've talked about it before. We've done a roll. We did a roll of this in my 7 in 7 series, where I developed 1 roll of found film every day for 7 days and brought it live to my beautiful audience. And this is that 7240, that old Ektachrome that I processed in ECN2. But I think I'm going to go ahead and process this last roll. I had 3. I know I only did 1 so far. Settle down. Give me a little break here. But the other roll, it came out, and I'll probably show it. Maybe I'll show it when I develop this one. It's just dark. It was filmed indoors. So we'll see what's on this one. Look for this. Probably, don't hold me to it. Found film number 31. Without too much more of what Filmboy24 does when he's closing the door, just only because it rhymed. Here's this film. that's a children's Christmas recital. You know, it doesn't take rocket appliances to figure that one out. Even I can do it. A Silent Night, clearly. Hopefully I don't get a copyright strike on that one. I don't know if that's in the public domain now or not, or if there's different children variations. I don't know. But you know it's Silent Night. If I had my wife every year makes all of us wear these, the Christmas hat, the red hat with the ball on the end. I don't know where it's at. She keeps it in the, back there in the garage. So it would have been cool, to put a little Christmas hat on, but I don't have it with me. So anyway, so the sound came out pretty good. I used my brand spanking new Movie Stuff Retro Sync module to sync up the sound. And what that unit does is, I don't know why I'm talking like this, but what that unit actually does is if you have film that is sound striped, it's not for double system, it's for single system where the sound is actually recorded on the film, but it actually, you point your projector into this sound module, capture the audio from your projector, and by the magic of mystery, or, flickers, it's able to sync up after it records onto your computer directly via USB. You're able to sync it up really, really easily. Way easier than I used to do it. Anyway, if you're interested, maybe I'll do a video on that RetroSync unit one of these decades. If you're interested in seeing that, let me know. I think it came out okay. I'm okay with the film. It is very grainy, extremely grainy. That happens when film is this old. It also happens when you process it as a negative and not its native reversal. And it also happens because the emulsion starts coming apart. The emulsion is getting a little bubbly on this old stuff, and there's not much I can do about that because I'm not a magician, really. If you like videos like this and you want to see a lot more of them, because I do a lot of goofy videos, then do me a solid. Just tap the like button. And if you really want to be up on everything, do that. Subscribe. I promise you'll have fun. You can laugh at me all you want. You can thumb down the video if you don't like it. That's okay by me. You can thumb up it if you do like it. But until the very next time that this guy sees all those beautiful people right there. I'll see all of you on the very, very next go-around.